What's up with y'all, boy, man? It's Geechee Gaming back at it with another one. Thanks for all the love and support. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as it will help me get in the algorithm with the biggest of them, man. And we back with another one. We gonna do something a little different this time. We going in the Ninja World League for the beginning of the video. We going straight in the Ninja World League. Don't forget, we done hit 100 subscribers. I want to thank everybody that come and support Geechee Gaming. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't got to. There's a whole lot of other content creators out here, but y'all chose to subscribe to Geechee Gaming. For all the million subscribers that y'all already subscribed to, y'all chose to give Geechee Gaming a chance, bro. And I appreciate that shit. Y'all niggas some real niggas. Let's keep going to the stars, though. For real. Don't forget, this the Geechee Gaming family. Post your content. You know what I'm saying? Let's go together. Let's get to the top together. Comment down below so people can see your goddamn page and we can add each other on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Really, I done figure out the comments for the live stream, they be like gone or something. So the best thing for you to do if you want me to subscribe and other people to subscribe to your page, wait till after the video to comment so people can just click straight to your page. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the likes up, man. Let's head straight in the Ninja World League. I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all. Y'all some real niggas. Some real bitches. Some real gentlemen. Some real females. I appreciate everybody, man. You know? From my youngins to my OGs. YouTube analytics tell me I got a nigga 67 watching this motherfucker. They do it different. Oh shit, by default I go into the survival pit. Y'all know I a Coliseum junkie. I go to Coliseum. I got a call to see your ass and bust your ass up in this game. Turn that shit back.
Talking point that's been brought up several times now, which is that even though Himawari is technically human with a tailed beast inside of her, she is not your average Jinchuriki. But if she's not your average Jinchuriki, then what is she? Well, if you listen to Kurama or Juro when they talked about her and vague catch-all terms, a possible conclusion you could come to is that Himawari herself is now a tailed beast. That is to say that the activation of Kurama's chakra inside of her has turned her into some kind of humanoid tailed beast. But when you dig into Naruto lore and understand the power system as I understand the power system and as you most likely understand the power system, you'll know that being a Jinchuriki is actually better than being a tailed beast. And yet, Himawari is constantly talked about as being better than your average Jinchuriki. She's even talked about as being better than perfect Jinchurikis, like Naruto. So how could Himawari being closer to a tailed beast than a perfect Jinchuriki possibly be an advantage for her? Well, what if she was two tailed beasts? A preposterous, absurd idea that's so crazy it might actually make sense. A perfect melding of two-tailed beasts to create entity yet unseen to our eyes ever in the Naruto universe. A being of absolutely ridiculous potential, simply waiting to be explored.
Let's see what's going on.
That's good because that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Let's see the level of my teammates. Alright, this should look equal.
But before we chat on anything, guys, please remember,
Come here.
this video, subscribe to the page, and hit that bell. And if you guys are looking for additional Naruto content, you can go ahead and find my Naruto reaction series. Both all in my description below. We are leaving the forest of death, and it's time for some one-on-ones. Before we get into all that, today we gotta talk about our favorite recurring sponsor to the page, BetterHelp. Have you ever thought to yourself, I should see a therapist, but then never did it? This is a situation I found myself in recently. I was in a depressive funk. All my social interactions that I was having throughout the weeks felt like I was doing something wrong. And as an extrovert who feels the need to be surrounded by people constantly, that was crushing me. I felt afraid to be
Get your ass out of here,
but I
boy.
couldn't figure out why.
Sorry
I
ass
felt
little
afraid
nigga.
to be who I was. I was just anxious about every conversation I was having with anyone. And slowly but surely I began to devolve into this thought process that maybe I'm just a bad person when everybody around me never said that about me. And thus in that moment I understood that I needed to go to therapy. But I just couldn't motivate myself to do it. Therapy's expensive. I don't want to drive to a therapist's office.
Get out of here. Get that scroll. Heal scroll. Good. Get on his ass. Get on his ass. Come here. Come here. Oh, Lord. Was not expecting that.
But even if I wasn't connected to the right therapist the first time around, swapping therapists on BetterHelp was not only easy, but completely free. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in my description or go to betterhelp.com/weekremember to get 10% off your first month of therapy. There's no such thing as a bad time to start working on yourself.
Get y'all ass out of here. Them niggas drunk. Damn, them boy heal him. They kill it. Nice, nice, nice. I ain't died one time. Crazy went crazy. Healing ability that she displayed far surpassed that of any human or even Jinchuriki. And that claim raised a lot of eyebrows. Because in the Naruto universe, the Jinchuriki, especially the ones we interact with the most, have some of the most ridiculous healing factors we've ever seen. Well, there was Jubitar being able to recover from having half of his body kicked off by my guy, recover from being sliced in half by Sasuke. Sasuke sliced Madara in half. God damn. But also give Kakashi a new eye after Madara stole his comboing. Healing we've seen from high-level Jinchuriki is some of the highest level healing we've ever seen in Naruto. But the way that Himawari was able to almost instantaneously heal her snapped leg, fix the massive donut hole in Inujin's chest, and recover from Let's get the likes up, y'all boy. Let's go straight back in the Ninja World League. Ain't nothing going on out here on this good old Tuesday. However, the level of healing factor that we are seeing from Himawari isn't something completely It's good old Tuesday. See, it's important to note here that in the Naruto universe, healing yourself is always easier than healing somebody else. And therefore, while we've absolutely seen tons of people be able to recover from broken legs or puncture wounds on timelines roughly as fast as Himawari was able to accomplish, the fact that Himawari was able to bring Inujin back from a what's the rewards? Almost instantaneously with basically no drawbacks is a healing feat that's truly only matched by healing feat that we've seen from Srank. They're probably coming out with something nice in the shop. But this implies to us a crazy level of power outfit. I mean, sure, Ninja Jesus mode Naruto is able to possibly start or completely heal Might Guy's heart. Because 8 Gate, once you open it, funnels all of your chakra into your heart. And your heart begins to beat so fast that it literally vaporizes your blood. Now, we don't know if Naruto gave Might Guy a new heart or simply just slowed his heart down so he was able to recover on his own. But regardless, Naruto was also able to bring Might Guy back from a surely fatal wound. He was also able to, like Himawari, generate an entirely new organ when he created a new eye for Kakashi. However, creating a new eye and an entirely new abdomen are pretty different feats. And mind you, Naruto is only accomplishing this because of the Sun Seal given to him by Hagoromo, which he no longer has. And thus Himawari is doing something simply with her own power that ninjas who train their entire lives in medical ninjutsu would probably struggle with even if they were using the strength of 100 seals. So clearly there are different levels to what Himawari is accomplishing, in the sentiment that Himawari is not your regular kind of Jinchuriki. Down on in chapter 25, but he tells Himawari while berating her about not using her chakra enough to think about herself as the embodiment of chakra itself. It once may just kind of sound like Kurama trying to find a good way to explain that Himawari should be using chakra and how she should be using it. Hail beasts are
the big deal double sonic smasher with Grillo's pickles. Whoa, that was close.
1, 2, 3. Our offer was accepted.
Hey, really?
I had to let everybody on TikTok know I live right now.
I did. Oh, Rufus is gonna love that hallway.
Word.
In the garage.
For my motorcycle.
You don't own one.
Well, not yet.
In the in-law unit.
Yeah.
Detached in-law unit.
Shout out my dog, Uzumaki Prince. Y'all follow my dog, Uzumaki Prince. Hold on, let that motherfucker focus. Uzumaki Prince. Let's help my dog get to 10,000 likes on TikTok. That nigga's a real nigga. We supporting each other. I gotta support my boy. He got real good content on TikTok. Uzumaki Prince. Blue swirling emoji.
You get your ticket. If you step off the pavement, you will get your tickets. Walk.
Let's get back in this thing.
What, walk me a while?
Yeah, I do pee.
The Long Walk, rated R, in theaters September
It's a
12th.
cold night. This a cold night. This a cold night. But we gonna keep going.
That's it. They are just tangible chakra. They are chakras so dense that they can't. This is why even after a tailed beast dies, they will simply reappear somewhere else in a couple of years once all of the chakra has recoalesced. And tailed beasts just being chakra is why their healing factors are considered greater than that of even the greatest humans or Jinchurikis. A point that Jura highlighted in chapter 11 when marveling over how fast Himawari was able to heal. We talked about how her healing factor is closer to that of his a Bijou's than that of a human or Jinchuriki. But I know what some of you were saying. You're saying, didn't you say earlier in the video that a perfect Jinchuriki would always be more powerful than either a tailed beast or a human on their own? So how can a tailed beast have a higher regeneration factor than that of something like, say, a perfect Jinchuriki? Healing comes down to chakra. And a perfect Jinchuriki has more chakra than a tailed beast. Yes, absolutely. When a perfect Jinchuriki is formed, the ninja and tailed beast chakra become one. And 1 plus 1 is always going to be more than just 1. And therefore, that perfect Jinchuriki has access to more chakra to heal themselves on a more continual level. However, a perfect Jinchuriki, regardless of how powerful they are, can't do something that a tailed beast by themselves can do, which is survive death. See, tailed beasts are associated with the highest form of regeneration because technically they cannot die because they are, by nature, just chakra. And therefore, regardless of the fact that a perfect
My friend on TikTok, this nigga name is Itachi Uchiha. Ever since I make that Itachi Uchiha reel, he be sending me Itachi videos. Look at these niggas right here. These some real niggas. These some niggas that don't want to lose. They rather get a draw. When it come down to flag battles, I'd rather get a draw. I ain't with all that losing shit. If they can score with all us on the base, then oh, we look like these niggas. Oh, I still got home. I'd rather just defend the base, man, and the flag.
Most likely, yes. However, will that be the case after Himawari accomplishes what Kurama wants her to accomplish in terms of training? I believe no. See, Kurama in chapter 25 is telling Himawari to essentially ditch the concept of a mortal body. Become the embodiment of chakra itself. Grow into your tailed beast form. Now, in the hypothetical circumstance where Himawari is able to accomplish this, Himawari wouldn't be tailed beast-like. She would be a tailed beast. Unless if hypothetically struck down in combat, she would most likely be able to reincarnate in just a matter of a couple years. And I believe that's important, because I don't think Boruto is the only child of the Uzumaki family. We're gonna get a fake out death. However, the idea that Himawari may be able to come back from the dead is the only thing that makes her unique, because in chapter 10, when it first reveals that Kurama is, in fact, Himawari, he tells Himawari that she has a higher affinity with his chakra than any previous Jinchuriki of his. Her father, Naruto, included. That's why we consider the fact that her predecessor...
Oh, that nigga tail beast mode. Ooh, and he must. No sir, we ain't doing all that. Why? How the fuck they got our shit?
As both Kushina and Naruto had kids while the Jinchuriki of Kurama. Now, as to why Himawari has a higher affinity with Kurama than any previous Jinchuriki, we don't
How they got our flag?
Kurama, when he says this, gives us two possible explanations, which is either that she was born with a sliver of Kurama's chakra, or this is simply her fate.
How the fuck he got our flag? Get that fucking flag.
And unfortunately, it was all the way back in chapter 10 where these questions surrounding Himawari began. If Himawari's affinity with Kurama's chakra is better than that of Naruto's, it's just the most perfect Jinchuriki.
Where the fuck these niggas at?
Naruto was raised the majority of his story with only half of Kurama, but Himawari has all of Kurama. Though a wicked version of Kurama, but is having all of Kurama give her a better opportunity to be the most perfect Jinchuriki we've ever seen? Is the answer truly that simple? Being a perfect Jinchuriki from the very jump and having all of Kurama who's willing to work with her collaboratively just makes her a different kind of Jinchuriki than Naruto, a different kind of Jinchuriki than we've ever seen, one who's able to accomplish things that
Fuck, I failed that nigga, man.
but nobody talks about her like a perfect Jinchuriki. Time and time again, she's referred to as like Jinchuriki, like Kurama, like a tailed beast. So how is essentially a fledgling tailed beast?
I hate this fucking map.
Jinchuriki could not, as perfect Jinchuriki were used as the metric.
Like, get the fuck from around me, bruh.
Looked like in the Naruto universe for decades. Well, not until chapter 25 did I realize that the answer to this question is exceedingly simple. Yeah, a perfect Jinchuriki, the melding of human and tailed beast chakra coming together to make one cohesive unit does lead to a level of perfection in terms of power unseen to anybody else in the Naruto universe who doesn't have a gigantic multi-tailed demon seal inside of them. However, like we established, even though a perfect Jinchuriki does allow for a step up in power for both the tailed beast and the human in this equation, the human side of this aspect injects mortality. So what if instead we didn't need the human side of the equation?
That was terrible.
What if instead we
That was terrible.
tailed beast?
Man, niggas quitting and shit. Like, niggas always quitting, bruh. If you watching this shit and you be quitting in the middle of the game because you losing, stop doing that shit. You letting your teammates down. Stop doing that shit. Stop quitting, bruh.
Because fundamentally, the idea is kind of absurd. See, Himawari, in my mind, and I'm sure in the mind of all of you, gained these
I don't care, dog. I'm good. If this shit stop right now, I'm gonna find something else to do. So what on? So and I'ma still look pretty and fuck all the bitches that do it and smoke shower and drink grand food. I'ma still be that nigga, dog. That's what I'm like. That's what niggas feel a bit like.
Yeah, homie. Like, what was your favorite op? Hell yeah. Wait, like we had here on the phone tweaking with each other. He up the stupid rolls on me. I'm broke in the trenches, up in big ass poles on me. Get that boy, you know when I catch you, know what I'm gonna do.
You guys are on the phone talking to each
Oh yeah,
other.
FaceTime, just kidding.
FaceTime.
What's up, broski?
You guys got each other's numbers.
Bushi saru une I tori bushi uma tori ne tora inu tora mi.
Daemon pinned her as the most interesting person in Konoha to fight. Well, Naruto was still around, mind you, and while it was most very unknown, and therefore Kurama was probably beginning to swirl around Himawari and say inside of her, do you think that Daemon was able to sense this incredibly tiny sliver of Kurama and use that as a way to justify this 9-year-old?
Yeah, just warming up, man.
Or do you believe that he's
Trying to get that B1 at least for this goddamn esoteric shit. But I'm about to go in that survival pit in a little while.
Seems substantially less likely to me than Daemon just picking up on Himawari's latent talents. Additionally, the idea that Himawari has the most affinity with Kurama out of any Jinchuriki in Kurama's long lineage of being stuffed inside of Uzumaki's makes the most sense if we think that long before Kurama was stuffed in this quarter Uzumaki, that quarter Uzumaki already had tailed beast-like traits, especially because those tailed beast-like traits would come from the same origin point as Kurama. Regardless of whether or not Himawari was born as a pseudo-tailed beast because of her connection to Kurama and the sliver of him that always existed in her, or because of her Uzumaki and Hyuga bloodlines coming together, both of those ties draw her back to the original 4th Great Shinobi World War X tales. See, if Himawari was born as a pseudo-tailed beast because because she was born with a sliver of Kurama inside of her. Well, Kurama represents more than 50% of the power of the original Ten Tails. And thus, as her anatomy was essentially turned into that of a tailed beast from the moment that she was born, because the chakra of Kurama, that would make Himawari kind of like Kurama, a product of the original Ten Tails. However, if Himawari was born as a pseudo-tailed beast because of not only her connection to the Yuga, but also the Uzumaki, well, that would mean that Himawari was born as a pseudo-tailed beast because she was connected to the clan lineage of Hamura and Hagoromo, Kaguya's two children. And the original Ten Tails and Kaguya are talked about rather interchangeably, as Kaguya absorbed the Ten Tails and had to be separated from it by Hagoromo. And yet, even though she was simply a Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, she was often referred to as the Ten Tails. And thus, if it was this mixing of Hamura and Hagoromo's bloodlines that turned her into a pseudo-tailed beast, that's because the mixing of those bloodlines brought her back.
Yeah, I'm on PlayStation, bro. What's your gamer tag?
Accelerated degrees in cybersecurity. ECPI University. ECPI was a big draw for me because time was essential. It allowed me to complete my bachelor's degree in 2.5 years.
Real-world simulations encourage a deeper understanding.
At ECPI, you're definitely exposed to different aspects of the ICT. Your goal is preparing you so once you enter the job market, you're as competitive as possible. It was an amazing experience.
To get started today, ECPI.edu.
Funny, right?
Where is my partners? Cause they ain't killing nobody if I got two niggas on me. Alright, bro. Yeah, bro. It's all about combat, though. But yeah, you gotta get your DLCs, man.
Remember Kisame, the tailless tailed beast? Is she like him? And in both those scenarios, the answer is no. See, Sora, Kinkaku, Genkaku, and
I'm gonna add you right after this game.
who have had parts of tailed beasts, but not the whole thing, all still operate in the same channel as standard Jinchuriki.
I'm gonna add you right after this game. These niggas not working with me, bro. Like, these niggas chasing me. Hell yeah. It be like that, bro, but he all about getting better and shit. You'll get better with time. Nah, niggas quitting. Niggas keep quitting on their comrades. Niggas quitting on their comrades, man. Come y'all, bitch ass nigga. Teabagging. You could not beat me, nigga. You beat my team. You beat us. But me, I will beat the fuck out them boy.
That means that her very essence, her genetic code is what has to be tailed beast-like. And based on what we learned from Kurama in his initial conversation,
What's that, bro?
this actually makes a fair amount of sense. See, Kurama told Himawari when he was first introducing himself to her that they were now of one mind and body. That the two of them now essentially existed as one being. We can extrapolate based on the fact that Kurama was not caged inside of Naruto, that this was also basically the relationship that Kurama had with Naruto. And to a substantially lesser degree, probably the relationship that Kurama had with Kushina. I say a substantially lesser degree because Kurama was very long inside of Kushina.
You don't got Naruto, Sasuke, or Heat on? Are you talking about Kid Naruto and Sasuke?
However, as Naruto flung open those gates as he befriended Kurama, he gave Kurama the right to run around Naruto's body and do essentially whatever he wanted to the point where it is actively displayed in Naruto the Last that Kurama is able to separate himself from Naruto to fight independently of him. Or appears in chakra goes out of Naruto's body while Naruto is asleep to talk to people like
Goddamn, that soda got me burping out.
Kurama has the relationship that Kurama and Himawari have right now. That is to say that they share one body and one mind, and we assume that chakra-like genetic material is passed down from parent to child in the Naruto universe, like it pretty much been.
Damn, that shit crazy. When you go on live, on somebody live and shit, you only see the comments that you just now coming into the live on. That sucks. Ronan, you can type your gamer tag one more time so I can add you. Trying to add you, bro. Alright, chat, bear with me, man. If you're here in the future watching the video right now, just bear with me. I'm trying to add bro. That's my dog right there. Alright. How y'all by trying to get there? Alright, Ronan. Ronan underscore Harashi. Sound like a real nice samurai type name. Strong Japan type samurai. You know what I'm saying? Ronan Harashi. That's my dog right there. Damn, what? Like, is it a Harashi? It's a dash, not an underscore. Alright. I could have swear I see an underscore. That'd be that weird, man. That'd be that weird. I could have swear that shit with an underscore. That shit ain't for no underscore. Oh, Lord. That shit ain't with no. I could have swear that shit with an underscore. They do it different, man. Y'all get the likes up, man. My head bad, man. I be forgetting shit and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the cost of being the boss. It's the cost of being a father. You know what I'm saying? A real father, too. What's that, bro? Let's see if this nigga right. Who is this nigga? Unable to invite Raj and TJ. I can't never get that nigga to fight. I don't forget who the fuck that is. That's why we gotta stay close, bro. We gotta stay talking to each other. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We can get to know each other and shit on the surface level. We don't gotta get to know each other on the deep level and shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know, so, like, nature control everything, so, you know, we gotta go with the flow. Let's get into this Coliseum. Matter of fact, Ronan, what you want to do? You want to go in Ninja World League or you want to go in the Coliseum? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's levels to the shit. I cannot, you know what I'm saying, that we can, if you want casually play, I can, you know, just play. I don't got to play, like, at max power and shit. So you can warm up. Let's get you warmed up. Let's go in the Ninja World League real quick. And my dog on the Ninja World League. That's why I'm saying, bruh, just follow me real quick, bruh. I'm telling you, when I get this shit monetized, bruh, I just got to get 500 subscribers, bruh. Cause I got the roadway for this shit. Man, and I about to get my CDL too, bruh. I love this game, bruh. Listen, I'm gonna be having $1,000 tournaments for this shit, bruh. I swear to God, bruh. Like, all we gotta do right now is be training in that survival pit, bruh. Cause I'ma be the YouTuber with them $1,000 competitions on some South Carolina down south shit, bro. Like how niggas be having car shows and shit like that, and them dog shows and them. I about to have this motherfucker jumping when a motherfucker hit $1,000 tournament. Man, that'll make any nigga get in the Naruto and try to win $1,000. Shit, that's rent money. You better get on the shit. But yeah, bro, like, I'm not saying it really about that Coliseum action, man. Getting warmed up. Dealing with every jutsu in the game. Knowing how to deal with every jutsu in the game. That's why I'm trying to get that shit mastered. Trying to get that shit mastered. But yeah, I'm for sure have that shit going on, bro. I just gotta hurry up and get my fucking CDL. Try them big ass trucks around the nation. And speaking of CDL, for anybody that's focused on furthering their education, do not forget to continue, bro. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that's bored and don't wanting to do that shit and procrastinating, let this be your message, your random light bulb to keep going, bro. We gotta do better in life. But we can still play our motherfucking game. It don't matter what the fuck we got going on in life. We can still play our game. Don't let nobody tell you different. We love it. This is 2025. I want to say something positive real quick. What's up with this game, man? I see when that shit I freeze the other day, all I had to do is keep waiting, and I end up getting in the game. Bro said, I love Shinobi Strikers, but when I was on PS4, I had to reset 5 times because of DLC's glitch. That wouldn't let me play until I recreated a new character. Yup. I can relate to that, bro. I had to restart a lot of times because of PS4. I start a lot of times over because of me just with bad habits, but like, what I trying to say, like, them PS4 days, bro. Them blue screens used to kill me, bro. Like, every motherfucking other game, a nigga is getting a blue screen, bro. That was killing me, man. I swear to God. That shit was killing me, them blue screens. It was a nightmare. This really the only reason I got a PS5 is because of Shinobi Strikers. Let me leave this shit so I can see if this shit will fix. Now I gotta wait. I don't know why that shit be doing that. Let me know. Like, try to wait it out, Ronan. I think it'll fix itself. This happened to me yesterday when it had glitched out. Like, this another thing. Motherfucker, we import, like, see, it fixed itself just now. So anybody that been having that problem, that's a way to fix it. All we gotta do is report that shit to Solil or whoever the fuck niggas be reporting them shit to. For them to me making them patches, please report that shit. I'm tired of this shit. Yeah, them boys just gotta fix their game, their servers, bro. They gotta, like, you gotta play with this game. Like, you can have perfect Wi-Fi, but for Shinobi Strikers, you need a goddamn Ethernet cord in the back of your system. You know what I'm saying? For it to really run smooth. When I play Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero, like, I don't gotta put that shit. I don't gotta put no Ethernet cord in the back of that shit because my Wi-Fi good enough. I got good Wi-Fi. But yeah, them people just robbing us, man. Them people robbing us. I don't like, hey, I ain't for that. I ain't never get robbed. A nigga ain't gonna rob me. Word, that's why when I get me a motherfucking email, I'ma start fucking casting the email. I'ma just, somebody need to give me the email so I can be emailing these people. Cause ain't nobody in the Shinobi Striker community going press that issue. I'm gonna look up the illegal amount of emails to send somebody or a company, and I'm gonna make sure I send 10 less emails than the fucking illegal amount. Them motherfuckers gonna understand. Cause y'all playing with people money. You know what I'm saying? Nations going to war behind this shit. This shit still ain't fixed itself, man. This shit still ain't fixed itself. This shit still ain't fixed itself. See, that's the devil working, man. That's the devil trying to, you know. Y'all boy, hey, I'ma end the scream, but I'ma come back on the live because this shit bullshit, and as y'all can see, I'ma end the scream, but I'ma come back on the live immediately. So if you watching the live right now, please come and jump on the next live. You know what I'm saying? For anybody else that wasn't here while we was on live, Geechee Gaming again. Geechee Gaming in.